Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We usually get so tempted by seeing people around us about what they are doing, how they are spending their money, what kind of things are they buying, and we usually end up doing the same. And this is very bad for your personal finance. For example, we see people visiting to famous restaurants, we see people buying different gadgets, we see people buying different brands of clothes, and we get tempted to do the same without understanding what our financial situations are, what our priorities are, as well as what actually brings us happiness. It's always good to cut down expenses that don't add value to your life and rather spend on things that actually make you happy. And that's why when you make a budget or you track your expenses, you get to know the things where you are spending your money, and then you realize if that purchase or that spend made you happy or no. Let me give you an example. Yesterday we went to a place called Hatta, which is a famous tourist place here in the UAE. There I went to a museum where I was able to see the history of how the people, the tribe of people that used to stay there evolved, what were the kind of things that they used to do, what kind of lifestyle did they live, the conflicts between them, how they evolved as a tribe. And it was really such a beautiful experience to learn history of that particular place, and it was really very beautiful, as you can see in the videos as well. Like, it was really well put through, and it really made me very happy to experience that. After that we went to a very beautiful Hatta Dam, which is again a very beautiful tourist place, and there we spent some good amount of time seeing the nature, being happy, relaxing. And there was water activities like kayaking, boating, etc. Now if like any other tourist we would have gone and done kayaking, etc., we would have end up spending 120 dirhams or more, considering the different options that were available there. But we have already done kayaking at a beautiful place called Al Majas in the past, and not once, we have done it multiple times, because it is a very beautiful place. It is also cheaper here, and it's just 20 dirhams unlimited. So why would I want to invest 120 dirhams at a place? It is something that I have already done and I have already enjoyed. So you have to make choices like this in every spend that you do. Think about, is that purchase gonna add value to your life, or how can you avoid expenses and do things that make you happy rather than just following the trend. And this will for sure help you save lots and lots of money. Now this is about the little expenses that you make, but there are certain expenses which will have a bigger impact in your life, like you taking things on EMIs, you buying things on debt, you buying things just because you feel that this is required to maintain your status or something like that. So you need to avoid all of these traps as much as possible, because at the end of the day, just for one day of happiness, you would be staking your future money, you would be risking your personal finance situation, which is not good for you at all. For example, people when they marry, they need to have all the functions which have become the trend. They want a haldi function, they want a sangeet function, they want a reception, they want a marriage function, they want pre-wedding shoot, they want post-wedding shoot, and they want the entire wedding video to be covered, etc. You have to see what will this purchase or this spend impact in the long term, right? So that's why you should avoid any such expenses wherein for a single day of happiness you are taking your present as well as future money. Just look at your expenses in this perspective, and you will definitely change the way you look at money and the way you spend it. In previous times, people used to make bigger purchases like purchasing a home, etc., seeing that they are always gonna get their increments, they are gonna get their bonuses, they will always have the growth in future, and that's why they ended up buying houses, etc. Now the current economic situations is so volatile that it's very difficult to predict whether you will get a promotion, whether you will get increments or no. And that's why making such bigger purchases just on the basis of something that is not even sure is highly risky. Your parents might force you, saying that okay, you're gonna get growth, you will end up getting promoted, you will be getting big bonuses, but the economic situation doesn't guarantee this. That's why you have to be very careful, and it is more important to have your emergency funds in place. It's more important to have more liquid money in place, because you never know what will happen next. There are so many conflicts happening around the world, and this indirectly will impact the trade, this indirectly will impact the prices, and that's why you have to be very careful of the major purchases that you make, and ensure that you are keeping your emergency fund in place, you are keeping the liquid assets with you, so that you never fall short of money and you don't have to struggle and worry about paying EMIs, etc. If you bring this practice of seeing your expenses and analyzing the impact that it would have to your present as well as future, it is gonna change the way you spend money, and rather you end up spending money on things that you love and that adds value to your life, that makes you happy, and in turn will lead to a quality life. That's all for today. If you like this video, do hit the like button, subscribe the channel if you haven't already, and if you have watched the video so far, please leave me a comment and share your valuable questions and feedbacks if there are any. Thank you.